Welcome to the Trojan Round Table, where 9 friends turn the most trivial topics into full-blown passionate debate. Every episode, we rank our top 10 takes, from food and movies to sports, zoo animals, and everything in between. Then we see those rankings into a bracket and vote, round by round, argument by argument, until one topic is left standing. No experts, no safe opinions, just strong takes, bad logic, and friendships hanging by a thread. This is the Trojan Round Table. Let the debate begin. Welcome back to episode 3 of the Trojan Round Table. I'm Devin.
I'm Logan.
I'm Jet.
Colton.
I'm Dan. I wasn't on the pod last week, so I was voted the worst list, and I asked for a rebuttal because I think it was completely unjustified. But we need to talk about a couple of things. First off, Great British Bake Off is one of the greatest shows around right now, and you guys,
Because it's in the name doesn't make it.
uncultured people not watching it is crazy to me. So I'm hoping to bring some people on board with that. Queer Eye. Here's what I'm going to say about Queer Eye. I'm just going to nominate some of you clowns because you all need some Jonathan Van Ness, Karamo Brown, and Anthony Porowski in your lives right now. So don't be surprised if they show up to your doorstep. Colton, I'm talking to you specifically right now.
Wow.
No, I mean, these are, we've got to get some things going. So anyways, you can't argue with Main Cabin Masters. It's a great show. Watch it every single time. But anyways, I don't think my list was that bad. But here we are.
Yeah, thank you for that. Colton did say last time Main Cabin Masters wasn't that bad, and we blew right past it, but I guess it's all right.
Yeah,
Well,
see?
yeah, welcome
Thank
to
you.
the podcast. This time you'll get to defend your list. Maybe we won't unanimously vote yours the worst. Maybe we want the other guys that aren't here to defend themselves. Not but this night is Kyle, Trenton, Harrison, and Jacob / Colonel Bill. So yeah, when we get to their list, we'll tear them apart. Probably vote one of them unanimously the worst, if that's something we're doing here on the pod, and we'll move on from there. So yeah, welcome to February. Starting this week is the Winter Olympics. They're taking place in Italy. So in the honor of that, we're going to talk about Winter Olympic events and sports. And by the end of the week, we're going to have kind of your viewing guide for you and what's the best to watch and kind of things to stay away from. And that's where we're going to go with it. So as we get rolling here into this, I'm going to start us off with a list in our top 10 of the best Winter Olympic events. Number 1, I've got alpine skiing. Number 2, short track speed skating. Number 3, freestyle skiing. Number 4, snowboarding. Number 5, ice hockey. Number 6, curling. 7, skeleton. 8, luge. 9, bobsleigh. And 10, speed skating. That's my top 10. Anybody got any questions about it?
International hockey is intense. It should be number 1 in everybody's list.
Well, as I look across everybody's rankings here, I'm the only one that doesn't have it 1 or 2. That's a great point. Here's my take. There was not a better Olympic sporting event since the Miracle on Ice than the 2010 gold medal match between Canada and the United States in Vancouver. Went to overtime. Sidney Crosby scores the golden goal. Canadians beat the Americans on Canadian soil. It's phenomenal. It was a great watch. And since then, you guys can't name a single probably ice hockey match since then. And you haven't named one since the 80s before that. So y'all can love it all you want.
The pros haven't been playing, have they?
What?
The pros haven't been playing, have they?
No, they haven't. Exactly. So like
there you go.
The junior nationals have already happened this year. Like they've already happened. We've gotten our international fill for ice hockey. I don't need to see it in the Olympics. Sorry, that's my take. I know y'all love it. I love hockey. I love watching hockey. The Stanley Cup is great. It is way overrated in the Olympics right now because the pros are not there.
I mean, if they take the same approach and they do 4 nations instead of hockey in the Olympics, I'm fine with that. Same approach as baseball and softball with the World Baseball and Softball, World Baseball Classic. I'm happy with that because it's intense, but it's in the Olympics. And so right now it's at the top.
Well, let me talk about my top 2 since everybody's got hockey as one of their top 2. Alpine skiing is the best. Everybody talks about track and field, or they talk about swimming. That's what alpine skiing is, the Winter Olympics. It needs to be in the top, right? Alpine skiing needs to be in top, and then short track speed skating is maybe the most electric event in the Olympics. You got 4 to 8 people zip around on a little track. People are falling all over the place. They have to wear helmets because it's dangerous. There's blades everywhere. And yeah, you never know who's going to win it. And those are the most exciting events. And yeah, I don't really have much else to say besides that. Like, Hockey shouldn't be above either of those two.
Yeah, I mean, short track is the 100 meter. Everybody's going to fill in and watch. It's intense. It's fun. I would say alpine skiing is the problem is it's like basketball in the Olympics. It's dominated by one country every time. Like you've got, well, I shouldn't say one. You've got basically one or two groups of people that are going to be at the top and maybe honestly take all the medals. So I don't know. It's fun, but it's also maybe it's just because the U.S. sucks, so I don't follow it as much.
Well, the great thing that's going to put eyeballs on it from the American side is Michaela Schifrin's back. Lindsey Vaughn's going through her last go around. Like these are world class
The
athletes.
thing
That
is,
get,
you put alpine skiing, and that's like 12 events at the Olympics.
yeah, it is right. But the same as track and field. Like if we're talking the Summer Olympics, we'd have track and field. So like alpine skiing is up there, right? Like that's how the official Olympic website determines it. I know there's a bunch of different events, but like that's the fun of it. There's a little bit for everybody, from slalom to Super G to your mixed races. Like it's fun. It's good stuff there, and that's why I've got number one. I understand why you might not have it number one, but I think some people have it a little too low. All right, Jit, you want to tell us about your list here and rankings?
Yeah, so I had hockey number one, as a lot of people did. Snowboarding was my number two. Then I had alpine skiing, kind of along the same lines as you're talking, Devin. I went freestyle skiing, short track speed, curling, the ski jump, bobsled, luge, and then the skeleton.
I see this a lot on a lot of lists. Skeleton and luge are together, but you have luge over skeleton. Okay, why do you have that?
They could have been together. I just didn't think we were putting them together, so I did two different ones.
Right.
That's why.
So luge, you're on your back and you're going feet first,
Yep.
and it's fun. But like the head first on your stomach, I mean, it's a little more dangerous. It's a little more riveting for the fans. I would think
Maybe that's why
skeleton's
I
ahead
like
of
the other
it.
one.
That's why you like to luge.
It's safer.
Yeah, I know they're very different. If we say they're the same, yeah, if we say they're the same, we're going to catch some heat for that. They're not the same. They're run on the same track, however, but yeah, there's a lot of similarities, and I guess it's preference. And Jit being in the medical field, like said, it's a little bit safer. So props to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They just fly through the air.
Yeah.
The fact that dudes
Airborne.
and chicks are just flying through the air
Yeah.
forever, yeah, it's intense. It's like short track speed skating. It's intense. You're like, this dude
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean,
land. He's going to die.
Yeah, you're literally just everybody's like puckering, just waiting for somebody to die. Like it's so crazy. And I mean, the amount of skill it has to take to hit the ground at that speed and just not die is, yeah. Skill alone,
Listen,
it should have made the list. But
if I go skiing and I hit jumps, I hit at the lowest possible speed to still catch some air. And
You're going like 3 miles an hour.
So like props to them for landing it, but also like fact check me on this. Has anybody ever wiped out on ski jumping in Olympic history? Like,
Yes.
you got
yeah.
professionals. I don't think it's that riveting.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We'll get that next episode. We'll fact check that.
Fact check it right now as we're going through another list.
Oh God.
Yeah. Send us to your list.
It happened. I just watched.
real time reaction.
Dude lost his ski in midair and just flew downhill.
He lost his ski in midair. That's crazy.
Like that's what all of them are.
Is it black and white or?
No, there's some recent ones.
This is great viewing, by the way, and listening, watching a video.
Watching someone react to a video.
Yeah, so if you want to watch, you can at least watch Colton's reaction. Just find us over there on YouTube if you're an audio listener. Shameless plug there. All right, yeah. Let's get over to Logan. Logan, tell us about your list.
Right. Yeah, so number one, I had hockey. Big hockey guy. Love watching the sport. Then I had speed skating, freestyle skiing, bobsleigh, luge, and then curling, which I think is a slept-on sport.
I feel you on that one.
Snowboarding, figure skating, skeleton, and ski jump.
Speed skating, so that's a long track, the 400-meter track, just because officially by Olympic, the Olympic website, those are different. I think there's a couple other people on the list that also had that. I'll call it an error. But yeah, speed skating might have been a little bumped up on it, even though I think we all kind of meant short track. So I got a question for curling. You said very slept on. Explain slept on.
It's like one of those sports for the average person, or at least the average person thinks they could do it, and that's why it's so entertaining. You don't really see it outside of the Olympics unless you're looking for it. But during the Olympics, it just is on a whole nother level.
I think that like curling's entertaining for me because I think if there was one sport you could potentially do, like it's definitely not short track speed skating, it's not hockey, it's not skeleton or luge, like it's curling. So everybody's kind of like, I might be able to pull that one off. If you ever been to McFarland, they've got a training arena there, and I've tried it, but it's not as easy as it looks.
Yeah, I got to go curling one day, kind of on a field trip, if you will. I'm not going to dive into the details of it, but like it is incredibly difficult. Like the ice isn't as slick as you think. It's easy to move around, and besides that, everything else about it is incredibly difficult. Like you think you push the stone down the track, and like thing just goes flying in the back wall every single time. It's like, oh my god, these guys aren't even touching the stone, and the guys are smoothing out the ice, and it goes right in position, and you start to do it, and you're like, oh, that looks easy, and watch on TV. Oh my god, I can't believe they're not bending it where they need to go. And you try it once, and you're like, okay, this is harder than hockey or speed skating or any of those other sports we kind of mentioned here.
Colton, you ready?
Colton, go ahead.
I got short track speed skating just because of the intensity and speed. Hockey just because it's hockey. It's always one of the top look ats for Olympics. Curling just because of something that like anyone could really more so you could go do. Then regular speed skating. Then I got bobsled. A slip-on one would be biathlon. I think only one other person had it on there. The fact of just what it is. You ski for miles and then you go shoot targets and then you have to go do it again and again. Just how hard that would be. I got luge, skeleton, ski jumping, and then snowboarding would be higher up my list mostly, but it's just kind of, to me, it's kind of fallen off ever since like John White stopped snowboarding and all that. We did this list like 10 years ago. That'd probably be number 1 or 2 on all of our lists. But it's still a good one to watch.
Have the X Games watered down some of these skills, some of these events for anybody? I feel like I see X Games constantly. They are.
I haven't watched the X Games in probably like 10 years.
Right. I see, like anytime it's on, you just throw on ESPN and like, the Ocho and some random time of the year, and there it is. I don't know if they've stopped, but I feel like I've seen it in the last year or so.
Right, like the half pipe that's electric material. Like you got these guys like going for broke. The guy puts up a huge score. So they're trying this flip that no one's done since 1984, and then the guy lands it, and the place goes nuts. But like kind of Dan's point, like I feel like you see that almost every year in the X Games.
Yeah.
Like Shaun White. I mean, it was appointment viewing, but it's almost like you're just watching to see him claim another gold medal, whether it's X Games, the Olympics, or whatever. Like there wasn't a whole lot of drama. It's just like what crazy move is this guy going to pull out this time?
Speaking of X Games and snowboarding, somebody just landed a 2340, which is a record-breaking spin in snowboarding at the X Games in last year. I just looked it up because I just saw it.
So do we think someone's going to break that here in the Olympics? They're going to have to, right? Someone's going to attempt it.
What was it?
20
what?
2340. I don't even know how many spins that would be.
Just under. Well, actually, it's about 7 turns. I feel like that's crazy. Is that accurate? Somebody check the math.
Yeah, how do you?
I'm looking right now.
I love it, like X Games, and they're like they just landed a 17 whatever, and then it's not 10 seconds after they just did it. Like, how can you count that many spins that fast?
6.5. 6.5.
I could do that.
I'd be dizzy. Do it right now.
I don't think I could spin 6.5 times like not doing that. Jesus, that's intense.
I want to address the claims that curling is an everyman sport. Like everybody can do it, right? We only watch it once every 4 years.
It's just that one sport that you feel you could personally go do, like we said earlier. That's
you don't need to be in insane athletic shape to be able to go. I mean, was it the last Winter Olympics or whatever the last curling thing was? Yeah.
Those guys from Wisconsin and Minnesota, they weren't even like in the top 10 in America. And they went on an insane run to even qualify. And they get there and they were like the bottom of their pool. They had like 3 games left, had to win all of them. They needed a couple things to break their way or something, like something crazy. And like 1 out and everything fell their way. and they're heroes. Like, like
They
it's the
definitely
same
weren't in
bunch,
shape.
bunch of guys that were just like, I don't want to undersell how good they are, but it was like they weren't supposed to be there. Like they're just your average curling club dudes, and they went and won Olympic gold for the Americans. Like there's nothing more American than that. Like somebody killed Freebird, but like, that's awesome. Like that's awesome. But it goes right with the point that your average Joes might be able to compete a little bit, definitely compared to some of these other sports.
Or at least the optics that you could compete, because the reality is that it's not happening. Not at that level, in my opinion.
Right. Right. Yeah, you're not speed skating with the Dutch. You're not short track speed skating with the Koreans or the Chinese. Like you're not downhill skiing with the Austrians. Like you're not doing any of this. But curling, there's some average Joe Americans going gold any year. All right.
Let's just completely discount the amount of training that they did behind the scenes. No big
No,
deal.
I was gonna say I compare curling to golf. Like everybody thinks they could do golf until they try golfing, and they're like, "Holy shit,
Yeah.
this is hard."
Well, everyone can golf. It's just the fact that you're not going to be good at it.
Right,
more often than not.
exactly.
Well, that goes back to my point that I want curling. It actually happened right after the 18 Olympics when like they won it and whatever. And I was with the team and we went curling, and then we're like, wow, those guys are actually really good. Like it looks so easy and it's not. Like I don't want to discount how good they are, but again, that's as good as any upset as you could call. In Olympics history is those guys going in and winning it in 18. Like it's fun stuff and makes you'd think any of us four guys could go in the Olympics and win gold watching them, and we can't. But we like to think we can. Dan, I think it's time for your list.
All right. Hockey 1, short track, speed skating 2, curling 3. We've exhausted that conversation. Alpine skiing 4, skeleton 5, bobsleigh 6, biathlon 7, snowboarding 8, luge 9, speed skating 10. I think I want to say one thing about bobsleigh. I feel like that they have the best PR team of like maybe any Olympic sport, because obviously Cool Runnings kind of made it famous. But I mean, it's interesting, but for me, even like as I'm going through this list, to put it right behind skeleton and even ahead of luge, which are way more intense. Now that I'm like thinking through it, I don't know. That's credit to their PR team for boosting their ranking, for me at least.
I agree with that. And also, like, nobody talks about bobsled around the Olympics and they don't mention the Jamaicans. Like, oh, the Jamaicans on the bobsled team, right? Like,
Yeah.
like we're still with that. We're still with that. Like, yes, that's a cool bit, but also their PR team is undefeated. Like, bobsled is not that cool. It's not that great, but we're all going to tune in and watch it. And we're all going to talk about whoever won it for like 3 days. And then it's next 4 years, bobsled again in the top 10.
It's always like Germany or Austria that are just running it.
Can I just ask, like, in the 4-person bobsled, like, what do the middle two do other than just run? Is there
I think they're
that's
just
a legit,
bodies.
I think
They weight down
their weight.
They weight down the runners.
interesting. I mean, you've
I don't
got
know if that's true.
the 2-man is obviously everybody's doing something. You got the driver and the brake person, but yeah, the 4-man. I see that, like, maybe we're wrong. Maybe those are the sports where the random Joe can jump in there and just be that second or third driver or rider, I should say. Who knows?
All right, so here's our bobsled team. We got Dan steering. We got Colton in the back.
Ooh.
You two are kind of, but we got Jit and Logan in the middle
back?
there.
Just hanging out.
I'm just saying.
Can we have Trenton steer? Trenton steer.
If Trenton's steering, we're all in trouble.
I'm not getting in that thing with Trent.
We're not.
We are
It's
heading
over.
straight for that wall.
Yeah.
Unintentionally, of course.
No, intentionally. He'll take
Sorry
us
to
all
disparage
down.
you, but that's what you get. That's what you get for not getting on the pod.
All right.
Yeah, so
2 of you have
but yeah, I very much
biathlon.
agree with the bobsled. What you got,
Yes.
Jit?
2 of you have biathlon. Explain. I know
just
the
think this-
premise of it, but
The skill is just it's like, and they make it so interesting. Like it's a cross country race essentially, and then they just stop and they shoot at targets, and they make it super interesting. Like, oh, are they going to get it? I don't know. It's just a fun one. Snowboarding's low, speed skating's up there. I think biathlon is just another non-watered down. The novelty maybe of it is what makes it interesting. You watch it like twice, and you're like, wow, that was great. I won't see it for 4 more years.
Yeah, it's like that. You don't see it all the time. It's not like you see basketball all the time or football. Just a
Right.
sport you never see, and something that's like, wow, that's really hard to do. And like one of them is the guys go 20 kilometers while they just do laps, and then they shoot targets. Like any of us try to do that, we'd probably die after the first lap.
Well, I mean, you guys are hunters. Just your adrenaline alone makes it almost impossible to shoot accurately.
Mhm.
So I mean, you add in the heart rate and all the things. Again, I think it's just a fun skill piece that's interesting for
You talk
once
about
every 4
adrenaline
years.
shooting guns that, being a hunter. I wish Harrison's here to defend himself, but I've seen that man have adrenaline through his veins and miss hella shots when it mattered.
Well, hey,
Yeah.
back to the 4-man bobsled. The two guys are pretty much just get the sled moving, and then they're just wait. So there's our answer.
Yeah, Jit and Logan, that's why you guys
Do
are in the
that.
middle. You're the brute force in the middle, and then hang on.
As long as there's a cup holder, I'm good.
What are you putting in the cup
Holding,
holder?
you're the anchor in the back.
Don't worry about
You're
it.
not gonna
holder?
drink while we're going
not a
down
cup
the
holder.
hill. Hold
Just
on.
get
guys.
just get a
How
straw.
long
One
is
of
the track?
the
It's
beer.
what, a 40-second race? Just like,
Perfect.
damn, really wish I
Let
had
me-
a
let me
I'm
down
gonna pound
this
that
drink.
beer right now.
Diet Coke.
Through a
Diet
straw.
Let's get into Trenton's here.
So I got Trenton's here. He's got hockey number 1, downhill skiing, bobsled, snowboarding, speed skating, curling, ski jump, luge, skeleton, and then figure skating. First time we've heard that tonight, I believe, isn't it?
Nope. I had
Oh, no,
figure
second
skating.
time.
Well, let's dive into
I
figure
can see why
skating.
it's on the list.
It's another one of those
that's
sports
sport.
you see one every 4 years.
It's on
But
NBC
it's-
like literally every month.
I think there are shows that are based around figure skating. It's kind of like Dancing with the
Yeah.
Stars,
Well, that's fine.
but
There's a
on
reason
ice.
it's not on my list.
I don't know. It's just
What's downhill skiing? Was that different than?
No,
I
that's
have to assume
Alpine
that's
skiing.
Alpine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah, I just
like
think figure
rogue
skate-
soldiers versus rogue heroes last week. It's tomato.
Figure skating is the ribbon twirling, in my opinion, of the Summer Olympics, where it's just, I'm not discounting the skill or how challenging it is. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I feel like there's other things that are better. I 100 times out of 100, if it gets turned on, I'm not watching it. That's just personal.
I'm with you. I respect the athletes that are doing it and
Absolutely.
the twirls and the rhythmic ability and everything they got going on the ice. And it's not like a floor routine in gymnastics, which is incredibly hard, but like now they got to do it on ice skates. Like, it's incredible. If it's on, I'm gonna go find another sport. Like, I'm sorry, but I gotta find another sport if I want to watch the Olympics and it's on.
I just think of Blades of Glory when I think of figure skating.
We're talking about PR teams, right? There you go.
Yeah.
Shout out to Will Ferrell there, but
shout out to Will Ferrell.
If anybody wants to, if anybody are big figure skating fans and want to absolutely just tear us apart, feel free in the comments. I mean, we could be absolutely wrong, but for me, it's a no.
yeah, I'm putting biathlon on my thing. Ski jumping, I'm putting those ahead of figure skating. I don't have those on my list that I've been critical of a little bit. Those are all of us figure skating to me.
So now on to Harrison's list. He has hockey, snowboarding, curling, bobsledding, luge, alpine skiing, skeleton, short track speed skating, ski jump, and figure skating as well.
Yeah, not a whole lot of difference on that. We've had a lot of debates about these lists. I don't think there's really anything too much to dive into here on his.
Then looking at Kyle's, you had ice hockey, short track speed skating, figure skating, which is a little higher than most, curling, ski jumping, bobsled, alpine skiing, snowboarding, luge, and then skeleton.
That is interesting. Kyle has his figure skating at 3. I'd be
Yeah,
interested
that
to
is-
hear
that
what he
jumps
has
off
to
for
say
me.
about that.
It surprises me. I didn't see that coming from him.
Definitely.
Yeah, and then he's got luge and skeleton. He seems like somebody who would like think that was a little more exciting. And again, luge ahead of skeleton. I disagree, but that seems to be the consensus across the board here. And then we'll dive into Jacob's list here. So number 1, he's got speed skating, 2 hockey, alpine skiing, snowboarding, freestyle skiing. Number 6, curling. 7, luge. 8, ski jumping. 9, figure skating. 10, bobsled. Pretty standard, except for he's got speed skating number 1. I did ask him, I said, I'm putting this as the long track, the 400-meter track. I did ask him, I said, did you mean the short track, the 111.12-meter track? And he said, oh, yeah, I want the one where they're flying around and wiping out. But he gets the point for the speed skating. So great mess up there, Colonel. Great to not have you here. Defend your number one again. 2 in a row, you mess up number one. That's totally fine. Thanks for sharing.
You gotta, it's your number one. You've got to be locked in. You better know what it is. You're just throwing it out there, you know?
I mean, no research done. But, that's no different than, me saying no one's wiping on the ski jump, or Logan not knowing that the skeleton was head first, or, what do we know?
I did
We're just a bunch of
know. I
guys in
just
the
got him
Discord talking.
confused. Okay.
I mean, it does say right off the top, there are no experts here, and we're not pretending to be. But yeah, if we messed up anywhere or we said anything bad, tell us in the comments. Let us know if you know anything about figure skating or bobsled and it deserves more respect. Curling, we know it deserves more respect than we're giving it, but if you love curling, tell us all about it. We got to start putting an average Joel in the Olympics. I think that's pretty standard. Put them next to us so everybody can stop talking about it. Come on, Olympic Committee, get that done for the next ones. Any other points from y'all? Any other hot takes?
Where can they send our complaints? What's the email, Devin?
Trojan Round Table Podcast at Gmail. If you got any complaints, I'll read every single one of them. The spicier, the better.
Not too spicy,
If
though.
I can read it on the pod, I'll read it on the pod.
Keep it PG if you can. Just bleep out some of your swear words you might put in. Once we get followers, I don't think we can read all of them because I think people are going to send us a lot of bad. They're going to be upset with the lack of research and good content. But hey, we'll see. Fingers crossed that we get there.
Well, you say lack of content, but everybody's doing this in their bars, in their homes, in their basements, inviting their friends over for the Olympics. They're doing the same thing. We're just putting it out for the public. So if you have bad takes, I'm sure you do. So do we. Let us know. We're putting it out there for ourselves to be ridiculed, though. We're not above that. Again, no experts here. All right, so we'll see you Wednesday when we break down our bracket. We're going to crown a champion for the best Winter Olympic sport. Like and subscribe. Week 2, this is episode 3 here. We're getting rolling. Tell us what you think. Drop some comments. Chime off in those comments if you like somebody's list, if you hate their list. There's not a lot of differences between these lists except for maybe a figure skating too high or a hockey too low. But that's why we're doing it. Everybody's got their own opinion there. Last piece here is go to our description in the podcast and click that link. Takes you to a Google form. Fill out your top 10 favorite Olympic sports. We'd love to put together a fans bracket. Pumped out, let y'all vote on it, see what y'all think, and we'll let you know what we think of your bracket there. So go to that description, click that link, and yeah, just identify yourself. It'll ask you for an email or a username or something. Again, we're not going to do anything with that. We just want to know who's checking in with us. Other than that, thank you. We'll see you next time where we crown our champion.